Morning everybody, Phil from Phil Driving School. It's a Monday morning, nice and mild for a start. Okay, I'm going to show you a little video now for a one-way system and a no-entry system, which is in the centre of Buxton. A lot of my learners will know it, but if you're from outside the area and using the videos to help you with routes and stuff, then this will help you. So I'm approaching Five Ways Junction from Green Lane, heading down towards the test centre on our right. I'll be turning left at Five Ways Junction and up over the marketplace, and then turning right onto Hardwick Mount near Potter's clothing store. Now remember, on one-way roads it is legal to overtake. You can overtake on a one-way road, so don't get caught out with your theory as well. If the road is wide enough, look for obviously your arrows telling you it's a one-way, your little white arrow on a blue background. And obviously another good indication that you're on a one-way road is that all the vehicles should be parked and facing the same way. If you've got one that isn't facing the right way, then they're either lost, or so do be careful, because you will get the odd person turning in a one-way road. So I'm at Five Ways Junction, turning left onto the high street. Just for information again, if you're on Green Lane and you've got the test centre just behind you on your right, as I have, facing the Japanese restaurant, this junction of Five Ways, when the opposite traffic light goes green, then it's just for you. You don't have to wait in the middle to turn right. It's like I say, when it goes green, it's just for you. But do look out for ambulance, fire engine, police car as you're going through. You never know. Okay, so it should be us next. There we go. I've got a bit of a cold this morning, sorry. Okay, so as we get to the top of the high street, cars to our left, make sure you give good clearance. Nice and slow and approach, just in case a car door opens or a child runs from behind the car. Coming up to a puffing crossing, the buttons haven't been pressed, so we're good. Next crossing, I'm looking for clues of anything, buttons being pressed, so I can time my approach. Again, looking ahead at the next crossing, nobody's pressed the buttons, so I can time my approach. And on the left hand side there, we've got a triangle telling us there's a 10% descent, so keeping your car in a low gear, like third or second, will give you control on that hill. Okay, I'm going to be taking the next turning on the right where Potter's clothing store is. So again, centre mirror, right mirror, I'm indicating. Dropping into second gear and looking at the lines on the road and the filter boxes to turn. I'm now on Hardwick Street, keeping to the right on Hardwick Mount. This at the moment is a two-way road, but I'm going to keep my car to the left-hand curb in case anything's coming the other way. Notice the car on the right there is illegally parked on the other lines. So keeping your car over to the left in case you've got oncoming traffic. And just as you get around this bend, you'll just notice upwards and to the right, your white arrow on a blue pole, on a blue background on a pole. That car was actually facing the wrong way, didn't know whether you noticed it. This is your one-way road with the Trinity Church to your left. So if asked to turn right or at the end of the road, it's mirror and signal. Position your car over to the right. Obviously it's a closed junction, so drop it into first gear, make sure there's nothing coming, and emerge safely. That's your one-way road. Now just on the left here are two junctions very close together. We're going to take the second turning on the left, Darwin Avenue use the first, immediately after your post box, keeping a nice left curb in case anything's coming. Check your mirrors, make sure nothing's overtaking me on my right. Now this is the no entry. A lot of people, it catches people out. So ahead of you now, you've got two no entry signs. So you check your centre mirror, your left mirror, and signal to turn left. People say, well, why do you need to signal if you know it's a one-way road? Well, if there's any pedestrians around, they can see that you're turning. And drivers coming from that one-way road, if they just see you approaching with no signal on, they're going to be wondering if you know whether it's a one-way or not, or no entry. So the fact that you've put your signal on is also letting them know that you know it's a no entry and you are turning. So it just keeps it nice and clear. Hope that's helped you. Take care, see you soon.